Hey guys, Bolton here, and today we are going to be ranking all of the Ninjago gimmick sets. Now before we start this video, make sure you guys like and sub to the channel, and comment your rankings down in the comment section below. Would love to hear your opinions, and all that interaction helps with the channel a lot, so that would be greatly appreciated. So gimmick sets are usually just cheap sets that have some sort of gimmicky Happy Meal play feature with it. Most of the time these sets are spinners or flyers. So this is going to be a harder ranking for me since I'm an adult collector and I don't really care about play features. So the criteria I'm going off of is price, minifigures, and play features. By the way, this should really go without saying. This is my opinion, so if you'd like to share your wrong opinions down in the comment section below, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, I will be ranking the gimmick sets as a whole, not them individually. That will probably be its own video, probably way down in the future. But yeah, we're just ranking them as a whole, not individually. So with that, let's get to the ranking. At number 14. So at the very bottom, number 14, the worst gimmick sets of Ninjago are the 2018 Spinjitzu Master sets. These sets retail for $10. There is Kai, Nia, Jay, Zane, Cole. But yeah, these sets are just ugly in my opinion. They're like worse Airjitsu flyers with just ugly Lego Ninjago movie minifigures. The torsos just look horrible on these sets. And yeah, that's pretty much why they're at the bottom, is because these are like the worst looking suits. But yeah, let's move on to number 13. At number 13 is the Dragon Master gimmick sets. Yeah, 2018 had some pretty shit gimmick sets back in the day. These sets retailed for $15, which is absolutely insane. These are the most expensive gimmick sets out of all of them. Cole, Jay, Kai, Zane, and Wu had one. Really, this thing is higher just because of that Wu minifigure, but all the rest of the ninja suits are just horrible. And from what I've heard, I've never owned one of these, but from what I've heard, these things just don't work very well, and they're just worse versions of the Airjitsu flyers. So that's kind of why I have it at number 13. 2018 was a pretty shit year for gimmick sets. At number 12, I have the Spinjitzu Ninja Training from 2022. These sets retailed for $10. Kai, Lloyd, and Jay had them. And really, they're just a tad bit higher because I like the minifigures more in these, but they're still not great. And then just the whole play feature does not, look the funnest. It's kind of the same stuff we've been seeing for a while. It comes with some obstacle courses to hit the spinner with. I think that's kind of weak in my opinion, and then the spinners are just a little bit too ugly too, compared to some of the other spinners that we'll see later on or earlier too. But yeah, that's pretty much it, so that's why it's at number 12. Number 11, we have the Spinjitzu from 2019. These sets retailed for $10. There was a double pack of Lloyd and Garmadon. These are the Legacy minifigures. So that's another reason why this is low, because those Legacy minifigures are pretty common and not very just desirable. And then the add-ons to the spinner too just make it look ugly also. And yeah, it's just not a great line of gimmick sets. They're all just kind of boring, generic. That's kind of why it's at number 11. So at number 10, I have the 2023 Dragon Power Spinjitzu Flip, Drift, and Spin. These sets retailed for $11, and the reason why they are lower on the list is because of the price. $11 is just trying to get an extra dollar out of you. Not a huge fan of that, but the minifigures are pretty okay. Kai, Nia, and Lloyd are pretty nice. I do have all three of these, and really the gimmick play feature is not that great, to be honest. The flip is probably the most fun out of them for Kai's, but then the spin, I mean, we've seen that like 1,000 times already. And then Nia's power Spinjitzu Drift is just kind of whatever, and they have come with some obstacles for you to hit. But yeah, not a huge fan of these, so let's move on to number 9. At number 9, I have the Rising Dragon Strike sets. These sets retailed for $10, and really because they're higher is just because they come with 2 minifigures, which is just great. But otherwise, these things look ugly as shit. It looks horrible. I mean, for $10, 2 minifigures is pretty nice. But yeah, on display, these things look horrible. And then I don't own one of these. I tried to order one, but they're all retired now, and they're like double the price they usually were, which is crazy to think that these sets are double in price of what they used to be when they literally just retired like not even a month ago. But yeah, that's just kind of crazy to me. Aaron, Nia, and Kai, they're the ones that have these. Nia's looks the best to me. I don't know what it is, but I think that one just looks the best to me personally. I would like to see Lloyd's in here too if they did a fourth one. I think Lloyd's would have been pretty nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Getting the extra Wolf Mask Warriors are kind of what you're wanting, and then the Ninja figures are a nice cheap way to get them. So yeah, that's why it's at number 9. At number 8, we have the current gimmick sets that are out, the Dragon Spinjitzu Spinner. These kind of look like Shatter Spin, in my opinion. These sets retailed for $10, and there's a double pack of Aaron and Roz, Sora and Kai for individual ones. These are just better versions of the gimmick sets. You do get 2 minifigures in the set, which is great. And then the spinner play feature is a little bit better than the Dragon Strike set. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Nothing too crazy. Decent figures, pretty good value. So let's move on to number 7. So number 7, I have the Spinjitzu Burst sets from 2020. These sets retail for $10, and there's just 3 individual ones for Lloyd, Kai, and Cole. And really, I just like the minifigures in these. They look very nice. I love the Spinjitzu Burst effect. Lloyd's looks the best in my opinion, even though that's kind of not canon. Same thing with Kai's. And then the play feature works okay. I think the main thing that's wrong with this is that it has the rubber bands on it, which makes it look really ugly. But besides that, I do own these and they don't work that well, to be honest. So maybe this one should be a little bit lower, but I just really like those figures. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's move on to number 6. So number 6, I have the Spinjitzu Slams. They retail for $10, and there's one for Jay, Lloyd, Zane, and then a double pack of Kai and a Blizzard Warrior. And these are pretty nice sets. They work about the same as the Spinjitzu Burst, but the figures look better, and they have that nice Forbidden Spinjitzu spinner piece. This is probably the best spinner piece that they ever did in terms of the the kind of tornado effect. It also comes with some obstacles. They're kind of like nothing, in my opinion. Just love the Spinjitzu effect and the Forbidden Spinjitzu minifigures. Those look very unique, so that's why it's at number 6. So number 5, we have the Airjitsu Flyers. These sets retailed for $10. They came out in 2015. I would say this is the great kind of category. All the other ones were bad to okay. This is kind of like the good gimmick sets. These things are actually pretty fun to play with. I had one of these as like a kid. They're pretty fun just to fly around. They did their purpose pretty well. Got one for Kai, Jay, Cole, Zane, Moro, and Wraith. I never got the Wraith one. This was kind of back when they were still doing like villain gimmick sets. This is actually the first one in a while since the spinners to come out for them to release. But yeah, they should really do more villain gimmick sets, in my opinion. These Airjitsu minifigures are just really good. Kai, Cole, Jay, Zane, they have that kind of metallic printing on their torsos, which is very nice, and you get some nice weapons too, and the play feature works very well too. That's why it's at number 5. So at number 4, we have the Ninjago booster packs. That's what they were originally. That's what I've heard them to be called as, but pretty much these are like spinner add-on packs, which are very nice. These things retail for $5, and they came with a minifigure. Sometimes they're exclusive, like one comes with Lazaru, and he just never came in a set. There's one for Mesmo, Young Lloyd. These are pretty much just add-ons that you add to the spinner, and for value, these things were amazing, especially when they came with exclusive minifigures and the cards and all the add-ons to these spinners. That's why this thing ranks really high as value and minifigures, and you do get the regular kind of ninja minifigures too. There's one for Zane ZX and Jay ZX with the armor piece, so that was great. These were just fantastic values back in the day. So let's move on to number 3. So, controversial opinion. At number 3, I have the spinners. The original 2011 ones, and I'm lumping in the 2012 ones too, because they did pretty much the same thing, except they had the play feature of more add-ons. These are just classic sets. You get $10 for a minifigure. There's all sorts of like good minifigures that you could get. It's a nice cheap way to get the ninja that you want or the villain that you want, which is very nice. The reason why it's not number 1 is because I personally did not have that much fun playing with these as a kid, to be honest. They're just kind of boring. Another controversial opinion, I prefer the Speedors from Chima. I thought those were more fun to play with as a kid, especially since they came with those obstacles. These just kind of like spun around. And plus you would need kind of another friend to battle you to make these actually kind of fun to play with. So yeah, not a huge fan of the spinners, but still, obviously they're number 3, so they're really good. They're the classics, you know, OG spinners. That's what everyone likes about them. That's why it's at number 3. So at number 2, we have the arcade pods. They retailed for $10, came out in 2020, and there was one for Kai, Lloyd, and Jay. And these things are pretty cool. Like, it's just kind of just one giant piece, but it comes with 2 minifigures. You get one of the ninja plus their avatar, and then a whole bunch of weapons and accessories, which is pretty nice. And the whole arcade, you know, pod actually looks pretty cool. They do work as like nice display pieces, which are very nice. And really the reason why it's higher is good display. Comes with 2 minifigures for $10, which is great. And then one of them is exclusive too, which is incredible. That's kind of why they're at number 2. So let's move on to number 1. So, at number 1, we have the Epic Battle Sets. These sets retail for $10, came out in 2021. There's one for Kai, Zane, Jay, and Cole. These things are just amazing display pieces. You get a whole bunch of weapons, 2 minifigures for $10, a villain, and one of the main ninja, which is very nice. And they all have like these unique outfits. You get their hair pieces too, which is another plus. And you get 4 unique villains in each set. So Kai's comes with a skeleton, Jay's comes with a serpentine, Cole's comes with a ghost, Zane's comes with a ninjroid. Zane's is kind of the weakest, but it's still just miles better than a bunch of the other gimmick sets. Best one is probably Jay's. Comes with that nice Legacy Rattler minifigure, great accessories. I like the builds. Kai's is probably second best. Really like the Kai minifigure. I think he's probably the best out of the ninja figures, and you get Whiplash in this set. And then the Cole one's pretty nice too, where you get some nice pieces in it, and you get a nice Legacy Ghost. So yeah, these are easily number 1 in my opinion. I think they should just do more epic battle sets. Like, it just seems like the best gimmick set. You get nice builds, minifigures, good value. Like, I think this is what they should just continue to do. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the gimmick sets. Make sure you guys leave yours down in the comment section below, and make sure you guys all like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.